Nightwing versus Red Hood. It's one of the best fights from the Bat family, but today I'm going to show you why this fight really isn't even close. What's up guys, this is DanCo. I do fight breakdowns, power ranking videos, or more deep dives into your favorite characters and franchises, with new videos every week. So if that seems great to you, well, sit back and enjoy the video. Hit that like button if you want to, or hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Dick Grayson is a superhero in the Bat family who was the original Robin after being adopted by Bruce Wayne. Eventually though, he outgrew his position and was inspired by Superman to become Nightwing, with Jason Todd and Tim Drake succeeding him as Robins. Dick has also taken up the Batman mantle itself for a while, with Damian serving as his Robin before returning to his position as Nightwing, and he's led the Teen Titans and even the Justice League before. Due to his intense training with Batman, Nightwing is at the pinnacle of physical conditioning and is almost on par with Batman himself. He's able to easily pick up and carry people with just one arm. He can swing around a refrigerator. Even just some of his workouts are well within the half-ton range. Probably most impressively, Dick was able to prevent an orca from chomping down on him, which has a bite force of 19,000 psi. He can push over a gigantic multi-ton penny or hold up a gigantic multi-ton stone boulder. So he might not technically be superhuman, but his strength feats are well within super soldier range. And man, is all that able to translate over into a fight. He possesses enough strength to fight against a holographic copy of Bane and actually break Bane's own back. He's actually managed to knock out Batgirl with just one punch. He's been able to hurt superhumans like Blockbuster and Gorilla Grodd. And one time, Dick even shattered a man's titanium legs, one of the strongest metals on Earth. Of course, Nightwing is also equally just as tough. He can take multiple punches from some pretty powerful superhumans and not go down. He can survive point-blank explosions multiple times over, and while Dick is usually more than fast enough to dodge bullets, it also helps that his suit is pretty much completely bulletproof. In fact, Nightwing's suit is so durable and so advanced that he said Kevlar looks outdated compared to it. And it's not just physical durability either. Nightwing has some of the best mental toughness and willpower that you've ever seen. Like, he can go days without sleep, ignore fear toxin, and break through mental torture. He's gone for over a week in the desert without food or water. Dick has even been stabbed in the gut or shot in the head and still kept on going. But where Nightwing shines the most has to be speed and agility. I mean, the guy was headlining his own acrobatic show when he was just a kid. You know this was gonna be his specialty. And he's also officially known as the best acrobat in the DC universe. So yeah, he's really good. He's regularly been able to dodge bullets, even whole crowds of gunfire. And it's gotten to the point where Dick is basically able to just laugh and disregard guns. And it doesn't have to be just from a distance either. Nightwing has dodged point-blank bullets before, even with the gun pressed up against his head. He's just that fast. Speaking of fast, Nightwing is faster and more fluid in his movements than even Batman. He's also faster than Catwoman and Cassandra Cain. And it's not even unreasonable for Dick to react to super speedsters. Like, he's dodged attacks from Jesse Quick. He's even caught Wally freaking West before. I mean, talk about speed. But it's never about just physicality when it comes to the Bat family, and Nightwing is no exception. Skill and gear is equally just as important. Batman trained at Nightwing in every single form of martial arts, and every joint and nerve strike known to man. And Dick quickly mastered all of it, till it was said that he was only just behind Bruce when it came to skill and ability. He's fought against and beat Red Hood. He's absolutely schooled Damian. He's been able to fight against Deathstroke multiple times, even held his own against Lady Shiva, and actually beat Batman. Although you could say that Batman was holding back in that fight and was more testing Dick. Nightwing also carries a wide assortment of gear into battle, with its primary weapons being his Screama sticks. These can be electrified, release some pretty serious electrical attacks actually, and holy crap is Nightwing good at throwing these things around. Like he can ricochet them all over the place, no problem at all. He can throw his little wingdings like crazy too, is ridiculously accurate with them. Nightwing is always carrying explosives or sonic disruptors or basically anything else you can think of. End of the day, Nightwing might go down as Batman's greatest success and maybe one of the best heroes on Earth. Jason Todd was the second Robin. That is, until he was brutally murdered by the Joker. However, like all deaths in comics, that didn't last for forever. And after he was resurrected, well, Jason learned that Batman didn't avenge his death and kill the Joker. Hurt and betrayed, Jason turned against Batman and his adopted father, taking on the Joker's old identity, the Red Hood. However, he eventually made his way back to the Bat family. He even created his own team of anti-heroes, the Outlaws. Because of his intense training from Batman, Jason was honed into the pinnacle of human potential, just like basically every other member of the Bat family out there. Jason is regularly sending people flying with each attack he lands. Even dudes like Deathstroke. Red Hood isn't even above legit flipping people over his head, even if they weigh hundreds of pounds. Then of course, there's stuff like holding up a collapsing roof for a while during a fire, kicking the door off an airplane when the plane is up in the air, or even punching through the hull of a submarine while underwater. Those are like some superhuman strength feats right there. Red Hood is definitely skirting the realm of super soldier, if you don't want to put him there already. He's also exceptionally tough too. I mean, his armor and helmet are both already completely bulletproof, and that's just scratching the surface. Red Hood is often able to take most attacks no problem. Now I'm talking attacks from superhumans, massive explosions. Jason has even been near nuclear explosions before. Now, I have no idea how this guy legit survived nukes. I really don't even know how close Jason was to the nukes to begin with. But he did it, so I guess we gotta include it. Finally, when it comes to physicality, Red Hood is plenty fast and agile. He's regularly able to dodge any attack that's coming his way. And of course, I'm not just talking punches or kicks. He's regularly able to dodge bullets and gunfire coming his way, even bullets from master shots and marksmen, or bullets from legitimately point-blank range. He can take down people with super speed. Even Supergirl is impressed with his speed, agility, and grace. But probably the most impressive thing that Red Hood has going for him is his skill and fighting ability. I mean, for starters, the guy was trained by none other than Batman himself, one of the world's best fighters, maybe the world's best fighter. But then Red Hood had to go and be killed by the Joker. After his resurrection though, well, he traced back Batman's training before Bruce became Batman. He trained with some of the deadliest and most skilled assassins and fighters in the world. That was all after he had already been trained by Batman, who had already been trained by a lot of the same skilled assassins and fighters. So technically, Jason learned from all these people 2 times over. And the second time, well, he didn't have any of the moral restrictions or no killing rule that was placed on him by Batman. And all this skill definitely shows up in Red Hood's fights. Red Hood is regularly able to take down whole groups of people all by himself. No problem whatsoever. And it's not just no-name thugs either. Jason's even been able to take down whole groups of superhuman assassins before, and done that several times over. He's gotten the upper hand over Batman himself before, a few different times actually. He's beaten Cassandra Cain, beaten Deathstroke, beaten Lady Shiva. He's even beaten a godly possessed Ra's al Ghul before. And unlike every other member of the Bat family, Red Hood has no problem with killing or carrying guns around and using them. And he's both incredibly accurate and has some of the most powerful handguns known to man. He's regularly been able to pierce right through bulletproof armor with no problem. Now, I think there are a few obvious things here. Both of them are supremely talented and skilled fighters. They have both been trained by Batman. Red Hood probably fights with a bit more power, determination, and ferocity. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Jason is stronger than Dick. In fact, you could argue Nightwing has the better physical feats, and he's even overpowered Jason several different times. It's also definitely obvious that Nightwing is the more agile fighter too. He's faster, more agile than Batman even. He's one of the best and most agile acrobats in all of DC. He's better than Red Hood here, no doubt. Now, the one edge that Jason does have over Dick is just his willingness to go all out and kill. He's got no problem fighting to the death, and that's something that Nightwing will just never do. Of course, even though Jason is willing to kill, doesn't change the fact that Dick is still the best acrobat in the world. In all these years, he's only ever tagged Dick one time. Nightwing is like a god when it comes to dodging bullets. And of course, can't forget the fact that Nightwing is the better and more skilled fighter too. Batman himself has even said that Nightwing is the most skilled and dangerous out of all the Robins when it comes to a fight. In fact, Nightwing is getting closer and closer to reaching straight up Batman levels in fighting ability. Dick has beaten Bruce enough times by now in a fair fight, or at least made it close, that yeah, you could say that they're close to being equals. You can't really say the same thing about Batman and Red Hood. And of course, there's also the mind games too. Nightwing is always cool, calm, and collected. Red Hood kinda has a tendency to fly off the handle a bit. And because of that, he's got a tendency to be open to a bit of manipulation or things getting under his skin. In fact, Dick has actually exploited this before. Get under Jason's skin, cause him to become sloppy, take home the victory. Now, when I say this fight isn't even close, I don't mean it won't be a hard fight for each of them. Jason is an incredible fighting talent. He's one of the best in the world, and any fight between him and Nightwing is going to be a tough fight for each of them. However, when Dick and Jason fight each other, the outcome is pretty much already predetermined. Nightwing is going to win, and he's going to win pretty much every single time. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're gonna see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.